Lindell, Mike Lindell himself. Mike, are you there? Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi there.
That's great. Thanks for having me on this morning.
Well, I appreciate you being here. So just want to talk to you a little bit about this. You recently announced that you're donating the proceeds of your book, The Returned, to the National and Global Day of Prayer and Repentance. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, they came to me. This is it kind of coincided when I spoke from the Rose Garden when I said we're a nation that's turned its back on God and we need to get back in the Word and spend time, with our Bibles and family and I really believe with where we're at that this is the time for the greatest revival in history. And then I was approached by Rabbi Jonathan Kahn and Kevin Jessup, and they said, we're going to have this National Day of Prayer and Repentance on September 26th, and would you like to be a part of it? And I'm going, yeah, you know what? You need repentance before you get revival. And we've even, so I went all in. I'm donating all my proceeds. Anybody that donates to this cause will go to, they get my free copy of my book, $25 or more, and I'm putting all that money in, 100%. So I really believe in this return, and then after that, that's the day I'm going to launch my Lindell Recovery Network, which is going to help addicts across the country and help millions of people and be part of this greatest revival ever.
Yeah, it's extraordinary what you're doing there, helping the cause as well. But Mike, you yourself, you're pretty outspoken about what life was like before your successes. Of course, being a former drug addict turned millionaire, you were able to beat your addiction. It's a remarkable transformation, by the way. How did you find your light, so to speak, and how will that message resonate with others?
Well, I was a functioning cocaine addict, then a crack cocaine addict, and on January 16, 2009, by the way, I even had drug dealers do an intervention on me at one time. They said, they wanted me. I'd been up for 14 days. They said, you're going to sleep. They had believed in me. They wanted. I kept telling them my pillow was just a big platform for God, and someday I would come back and help them all. And they believed me, and I was. So when I quit everything, January 16, 2009, I had, by the grace of God, I prayed to God. I said, I want to wake up and never have the desire again, which I did. But a couple months later, I went to our faith-based treatment center at our church, and I learned a lot of why I was an addict in the first place. And I replaced all these. I come from a divorced family back when divorces weren't common. So, and I was the only kid from a divorced family in our school. And I would either be very shy or I would show off. And the devil gets in lies there. Oh, you're not worthy. You're not good enough. I had fear of rejection and all these things. And so if you don't talk to people, you don't have to worry about getting rejected. Well, that's why all the faith-based treatment centers work. They replace it with God. They replace it with Jesus. These wounds, and you got your teen challenges, your Salvation Armies, your Union Gospels. This is what works for addicts. In our country, we have laws on the books in like 30-some states where in order to treat an addict or counsel an addict, you have to go to college for 4 years, swim the ocean, and do all these things, this bureaucracy. Well, that's what addicts don't need. That what they need is they need someone that's made it through, and that's who I want being my counselor, and that's what my network is going to do. It's like I want someone that's made it through. How did they make it? I call them hope matches. And we're going to, when I quit everything and I ended up in the White House, I'll never forget sitting next to the president, the first time I was ever invited to the White House. And all my friends are going, what? What is this ex-crack addict sitting there in the White House next to the president? Jesus is real, because there's no way this is possible. And with God, all things are possible. And that's, and by the way, my book is going to actually help so many people too. You read it, it's not just about addiction, it's entrepreneur, never giving up, having hope, having faith, and it's going to change a lot of lives.
Yeah, Mike, and you proved it yourself. You are a living model of someone who has recovered the addiction, and I think that will resonate with many people around. And, Mike, with all the madness going on right now in the country, we tend to forget about our overall well-being and perhaps maybe, the stresses within ourselves and our lives. And so whether you're religious or irreligious, I think your book and the event will be out as a very inclusive overall gathering and message. Mike, where can we go to participate if we can't be there remotely? Where can viewers go and
You should go to thereturn.org, and you go there and you're going to check it out. We expect 200,000 people on the mall in D.C., and we expect a worldwide audience of 1.1 billion. And so you go to thereturn.org, you can participate, you can find out how to get there, you can donate $25, get a free copy of my book, and it's going to change the world. We're hoping the president makes it the National Day of Prayer and Repentance, and it'll be a game changer. It'll start the biggest revival in history.
So, Mike, you mentioned to me a little bit earlier, I kind of want to tease this, but you're going somewhere special today. You're meeting someone special.
Yeah, we're having I'm chairman of the Minnesota Trump campaign, and we're having a rally in Bemidji, Minnesota today. I'm looking forward to going up there and interacting with the crowd. I'm going to go up there 3 hours early. I like talking to people. I've said I'm pretty sure that I'm going to run for governor. Everyone keeps telling me, Mike, you got to run, and that would be 2022. But right now we got a president that needs to win. We need to get him elected. The most important election in history we're in.
Well said. Well, Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow, looking forward to hearing more about your book and the event. I'm sure we will touch base shortly in the future.
Thanks. God bless. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks so much. And search and rescue efforts are underway in Alabama and Florida, where a number